G'day, and I want to thank you for purchasing the Drive Duplicator Plus. In this video, I'm going to show you how to set up your sheet and how to use the product. So to get started, once you've made a copy of your Google Sheet, you'll notice that there's a whole bunch of blue columns here and two orange columns. The two orange columns are the only essential columns that are required, so please don't delete these. These are the columns that are going to generate the folder link for you to quickly get to the new copied folder. And in the error log column will be any errors that occurred during the copy process, so that you can either contact us and we can help you fix it, or restart the process. For the rest of it, you can add or delete or change the names for any of these. It doesn't really matter. So you can definitely create new columns and start filling in your data. So you can have 10th of 12th 2019. Client is shush monkey. Quantity 20. Products. Drive duplicator. Estimated budget. Estimated now is 100. Okay, things like that. So just continually fill these out all you like. Then it'll come to the settings page, and this is where stuff really gets interesting. So this is pretty standard. So we want our template folder ID. So this is the source template folder. I've got them open here just for ease of use and speed. So I've got mine's just marked template-client. What we want to do is grab the ID out of the address field here. So just double click on that, Control C, paste into there. And all these columns have got descriptions as well. So you can actually, it tells you what you need in there. Destination folder ID. So this is where we want the new copied folder to go to. So this could be a master projects folder, a master clients folder, things like that. In this case, I've got my test projects here. Double click, copy that ID at the end, paste it into the field. Now the folder structure. So this is where the data from the projects tab will come into play. So my folder structure is client and then projects under that. You can change this around all you like. We can change this, no problems in here. And these names are based on the placeholders in this column over here. Now, placeholders is where you can set up whatever you like. These are unique names that are going to be inserted into your documents or document names. And this is where we're going to add the data into each one of your documents. And the data is coming from this projects tab. So what I generally do is whatever columns you've got across the top here, they're going to be all the placeholders that you're going to create. So we still need to create one for quantities and products. So let's go bracket, QTY, bracket, products, bracket. And the data reference column means which column that the data is actually in. So for product name and client name, that's in B and C. As you can see, column B, column C. Quantity is column D, and products is column E. So we want to put D, and E. And of course, these ones, hours, because I've inserted them. So budget and hours are F and G. F and G. Cool. Now that we've set up all our placeholders, we need to go and insert these into our documents. So I've already got these set up here. So I've got a document, and these need to be inserted exactly as they are spelled, because the script is going to go through each one of your documents, find these unique placeholders, and replace it with the data that's in the columns in the project sheet. So as long as they're in there, we still need to add in a couple more. So I've got quantity and products. Let's do those. And we can add some other text. So quantity. Those sort of things. So quantity could be per item, those sort of things. You can put them in anywhere you want. We can also put in, our placeholders anywhere in the document itself. So once that's saved, we're ready to go. Now that we're done, we can just manually kick this off. You can add as many as you like into the as many projects or client data that you like before you run this. Let's go and check the sync options. Before we start and do anything, it's going to request authorization to be able to be used with your account. Select the account you want to run it with. And remember, this account has to have access to the source and destination folders in order for it to work. These are all the permissions we need. So see and edit, create and delete all of your Google files. Naturally, we're not deleting all of your files, but we need access to do that. View and manage Google documents so that we can update the documents and copy them. See and create, delete spreadsheets in your Google Drive. That's because we look for spreadsheets as well. View and manage your forms. These are all standard things that are required when you have a script. So just read through those, click on allow. All right, so this is set to manual, so that's good. We'll come back to our sync options in a second. So if I go and run this manually, let's go and create folders. While that's running, we can go over to our master projects folder. All right, it's created our Shush Monkey client, and it should have our project A just exactly as it was in the sheet. And we've got our different folders. Each one of these has files in there too, so we can go and check that and make sure that our files have been duplicated, as well as we've had placeholders in there as well. I didn't show you that earlier, but we can put a placeholder in the file name. And once the document opens up, we can see that all the text has been replaced with whatever data we've got in our placeholders. And in order to go and have a look at the actual document that we did live, let's go and have a look at that with the added placeholders that we introduced. All right, so quantity, $29 per item. You got your date, project A is also slipped in there. So it's gone in through the entire document and replaced all those placeholders with actual data from the sheet. So this is the way that you run it manually. And this is all cool. What you can do now is, if you want to completely automate your entire process, is go into the sync options, and switch this to automatic. With automatic mode, and click save. Automatic mode means as soon as you've updated an entire row, it adds a new row in of data. This will trigger the sheet into creating a new Drive file. So you can do that via Zapier or any of the other automation tools. And what you do is you set up Zapier to put in the data that you need from whatever service into these specific fields. And once that's done, as soon as Zapier is triggered, it enters a new row into the sheet, and that will actually trigger the sheet to create a whole new drive and do all the mail merge and stuff for you. So that's how you do that. I'll do another video about setting up Zapier at another time. There is a video where I briefly go through that already, and I'll put the links to that below. So I hope that's enough information for you to set up and get started. If you've got any questions, please just contact me at help@shushmonkey.com. Thank you.